One of the really unique places in San Pedro is a place called the Whale and Ale. Now, saying the Whale and Ale naturally assumes that it is a British pub. I'm talking to the owner, Andrew Silber. Andrew, tell me a little bit more about the Whale and Ale. Is it indeed a British pub?
Yes, it's one of the very few unique British pubs in the South Bay area, or in fact in Los Angeles County. It's oak paneled. The oak was imported from England. It has a feel of an English country pub, unlike many that claim to be English pubs and are semi-authentic.
Do I hear a British accent?
Yes, I was born and grew up in Wimbledon and lived all over London for many years and moved here to Los Angeles in 1985.
And how long have you been the owner of this really wonderful, very British place?
Since December of 1995, so just over 16 years.
And how have Americans, I know that when Americans go to Europe, and especially Britain, they love to go to a British pub.
Yes.
So having said that, how have you found Americans' acceptance of this place?
Americans are extremely accepting of it and seem to have, it's endeared itself to them very much. We have all sorts of American clientele, those that have been to England, those that think they know about England, and some who have a vision of what a pub would be like, and some who come in not knowing anything, just wanting to find out about it.
Having said that, are there any sort of special, I don't know, British touches that you have incorporated here that make it very, very British?
Well, I think there are. I mean, first of all, there's me and the accent, which go down well. But the menu, which is a big menu with all sorts of things like prime rib of beef with Yorkshire pudding, has some very traditional English dishes, including steak and kidney pie, and an English breakfast with banger and bacon and baked beans. So there is quite a good English feel to the menu.
If I was watching, my first thing would be to say, gosh, that sounds wonderful, but do you have fish and chips?
Oh yes, fish and chips is our biggest selling item. And we were lucky in 2010 to win an award for the best fish and chips in Los Angeles.
Wow!
Yes,
Woo!
Which was very nice.
What about things like British beers? I mean, we're sitting at the bar. I'm sure you do, but do you serve British beers?
Yes, we do. We have quite a mixture of 13 tap beers on draft, and we've picked them very carefully over the years with trial and error. We've added some and taken some away, and now we have English beers like Fuller's London Pride, brewed in Chiswick. We have an Irish ale called Smithwick's from the oldest brewery in Ireland, and altogether 13 carefully chosen tap beers.
As you and I both know, when you go into an English pub, there is often, quote-unquote, entertainment. Do you have any sort of British-themed entertainment here?
Oh, yes, regularly. For instance, at least every 2 months, we have a Beatles tribute band.
Whoa!
On a Saturday night. They're called the Backbeats. And
they're called the what?
The Backbeats.
Okay.
Which was actually a film called The Backbeat, which was about the early days of the Beatles in Hamburg and in the Cavern, Liverpool. And that's where they picked the name. And they're extremely authentic, which is why we love them. The lead guitarist who plays Paul McCartney taught himself to play left-handed so that he would look like the real Paul McCartney.
I know that if people want to come here, the first question is, tell us your website and a phone number and where it is in San Pedro.
Yes. The website is www.whaleandale.com with the and spelled out. And from the website, you can get menus, photos, and actually make reservations directly onto the website. The address is on 327 West 7th Street. Many people think of us as being on 6th Street, but we're not. And it's between Center and Mesa. And our phone number is 310-832-0363. Well, many people ask me, how did you survive? How come the Whale and Ale's still here and doing well after...
Good question. I wish I'd asked it.
And the simple answer, I mean, one could say it's because the food's so good or the service is excellent, both of which I believe are true.
Or you have a great personality.
Well, thank you. But the main reason is uniqueness. In much as San Pedro is unique to LA, the Whale and Ale is unique as a destination. If you want to get beef Wellington somewhere with a carpet and a grand piano playing, there aren't many places you can go to do that.
I suppose since we're both British, I should end this by saying, jolly good show.
You should, and stiff upper lip.
Okay, you can see the gems of San Pedro, and remember, come on down the first Thursday of every month, and you can see and enjoy them yourself. Now this is another story. Until next time, I'm John Clayton. Thanks for watching.